I'm here to talk about the latest and greatest feed from Purina. No, it's for the video. Can you hear me? Okay. First of all, I want to explain what's wrong with me because some of you are too polite to ask, and some of you may have noticed I'm not walking that great. So I have CBD, which is cortical basal degeneration, and it's not going to get better, it's going to get worse. So this is probably the last time I'll talk to you. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so Replenimash is something you could use during the Tevis, and it's a grain, it's like Omaline 200, and it's a mash so that your horses, you add water and it's really mashy. It has electrolytes for 1 hour of hard work. So if your horse on the Tevis is doing 1 hour of hard work, the electrolytes work. But it's more than 1 hour on the Tevis. So you're going to need to give electrolytes throughout the ride. And I talked to Mike Gerino, who's the palatability study at Purina. He did all the palatability and those studies that they do. And he is a triathlete, and he can't carry the electrolytes he needs on the bike and the swim. So he has to do it on the run. And so he totally understood what was happening on the Tevis. But Replenimash is a good idea for your horses that are working, because usually we don't do much more than an hour of workout. Well, that's us. I'm still riding, by the way. Yeah. So Enrich is a balancing senior. So it's Enrich Plus Senior Ration Balancing Horse Feed. And it's easy to chew, it adds water, and it's good for horses that are older and easy keepers. There's another balancing thing for horses, but you can look at this and see, I'll leave these here, and see what your horse needs. The other thing that Purina is really good at is Outlast, and most of you have used that. It's for guts and colic, and it won't cure ulcers. So if you have an ulcer, and the only way to tell that is to scope it, it won't cure them, but it will prevent ulcers. And we have provided 10 Outlast bags for the raffle. I assume there's a raffle. Or coupons with $10 off for Outlast. And you have to, if you carry 5 cookies with you, that's good for 4 hours, and that has a whole series of Outlast in it. That's not what I wanted to say. So my speech is affected, as you can tell. All right. So Outlast is something you can carry with you, and you can top dress the feed in the morning with the pellets, or you can carry the cookies and give 5 to 6 of them, and that will cause the gut to remain solid. All right? So if your horse is stressful, any stressful situation, whether it's trailering the Tevis, which is stressful for horses, or anything, you can give 5 cookies. So we'll pass out the coupons and give out the cookies. Now, Purina is working on something that causes probiotics. And they've had 2 lines that they've researched for probiotics. Now, the problem is with probiotics is there's so many different things that, for example, Judith likes sauerkraut and kimchi. I hate it. And I would never eat it. But that helps her probiotics. I don't know what helps mine. I don't need the sauerkraut and kimchi, but yeah, but she needs it. So the horse probiotics, if you buy them, you don't know what your horse needs. So the Purina has researched 4,000 horses, and they've developed 2 lines for those horses for what they need for probiotics. They're going to come out with this 2 probiotics in 2024 or 2025, but the thing they'll do is provide you with rectal swabs so you can send more swabs in, and if you want. And that helps them research the probiotics. All right, any questions? I'm going to leave these sales sheets here. Well, Altium is Altium. That is so old that I wasn't going to talk about it. That's the latest and greatest from Purina. But Altium is really good for endurance horses. But on the Tevis, we don't feed Altium. We feed Omeline 200. And they get sick of whatever you feed. At 65 or 70 miles, they get sick of it. So you can buy really cheap food. It's better that the horses eat than they don't eat. You can buy the cheapest food you can, and I crewed for someone that her horses at 75 miles stopped eating. But when we gave them the cheap food, they eat it. They ate it. So it's better that they eat and than they don't eat.
If you do feed Altium, would you recommend the competition or the GI? I don't remember the other one. There's a competition one and there's another one.
I feed the competition one, I think. Yeah. I don't feed it anymore because our horses are so fat. But their body scores are probably as 5 and 6. But they're really fat. Anyway, you can look at these and see what your horse needs. And Judith and I have both been Purina, and we're really excited and happy about the level of research that goes into their food. So if you go to Purina and you send, if Purina receives a railroad car of oats or corn or anything else, and it doesn't meet their test samples, they send it on down. They turn out the whole railroad car, and it ends up in some other feed. Yeah. Well, some other feed. So we're really impressed with the research and what they do for horses. Now, not every horse likes a replenimash, so I would suggest that you try it before taking it on the Tevis, or if you don't want to do it on the Tevis, then try it in some other ride where it's not as critical. Okay? Thanks.